I ran for 40 minutes. Okay. So we were discussing that third use, right? Setting the background or atmosphere for a past event.
Yes, sir.
The sun was setting, comma, casting a beautiful orange glow. The sun was setting, comma, casting a beautiful orange glow over the landscape. Casting a beautiful orange glow over the landscape.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Expressing annoyance or complaint. The next use. Expressing annoyance or complaint about a repeated action in the past. Expressing annoyance or complaint about a repeated action in the past. So, for example, she was always interrupting me while I was speaking. She was always interrupting me while I was speaking.
Yes, sir.
Okay. They were constantly making noise during the movie. They were constantly making noise during the movie. Right. The next use is describing actions that were interrupted by another event or action. Very important. Describing actions that were interrupted by another event or action. So here, two tenses are involved, right? So I'll explain. It's a very common type of sentence construction. I was working on my assignment when the power went out. I was working on my assignment when the power went out. So there are two tenses involved, right? So one is an ongoing action. I was working on my assignment, and the interrupting action, the power went out. That's expressed in the past simple tense. Right?
Yes, sir.
I was working on my assignment when the power went out. He was cooking dinner. He was cooking dinner, but then the smoke alarm went off. He was cooking dinner, but then the smoke alarm went off. So it got interrupted. Thing was interrupted by the going off of the smoke alarm. Yeah. There's a miscellaneous use. Polite inquiries or requests in the past. Polite inquiries or requests in the past. So, for example, we say, I was wondering if you could lend me your car. So when you request someone to lend something politely, right? So I was wondering if you could lend me your car.
I was wondering, sir.
I was wondering
yes, sir.
if you could lend me your car. L-E-N-D, lend.
Yes, sir.
I was hoping you could help me with this problem. I was hoping you could help me with this problem. All right. So, yeah, so these are the uses of past continuous. Describing actions in progress at a specific time in the past. Describing two ongoing actions that were happening simultaneously at the same time in the past. Then setting the background or atmosphere for a past event. Expressing annoyance or complaint about a repeated action in the past. Describing actions that were interrupted by another past action or event, and polite inquiries or requests in the past. Okay, so do one thing. I've given you these uses, right, for these tenses. Yes, can you try writing your own examples for each of these uses?
Yes, sir. So for past simple, the first you told me that describe past tense and action on the specific time. So
yes.
So I can say that I went to the school in the morning.
I went to the school in the morning. Yes, correct. Very good. Can you give me another example as well?
Mm, uh, I went to the office yesterday. Uh, I went to playing cricket. I went to play cricket. I went to play cricket yesterday.
Yes. Okay. Yes, correct. All right. Now, expressing a past habit or regular activity. Can you tell me some habits that you had in the past, but not anymore?
So we played badminton every day. Uh, I can
Okay.
say that.
Okay. Okay.
And it's the only example I'm trying to think of.
What about in the school? Some habit that you had in the school, probably.
Yes, sir. Uh, sir, I'm reading the example of game only. That's why it's the example of game is going on in my mind
Okay.
in the school.
Okay.
So I played
All right.
basketball in the school daily, and
Okay.
I came with the help of a bicycle in the school.
So maybe you could say I rode my bicycle. You could say I rode my bicycle daily to school.
Yes, sir.
I rode my bicycle. So the
Okay, sir.
V2 form of ride is rode. Do you know the V3
Yes, sir.
form of ride? Do you know the V3 form of ride?
What's the V3? Ride, road.
Ridden, ridden, R-I-D-D-E-N,
Okay,
ridden.
sir.
Okay, just note that. So I rode my bicycle to school every day. Okay, then yeah, uh, narrating a sequence of events. Can you narrate a sequence of past
Mm,
events?
I can say that I woke up and went to the school and then attended the coaching classes.
Okay, okay. Another example.
I woke up when I woke up, went to the office, and then go to the field work.
Oh, okay. I woke up. Uh, okay, can you give me a different example? It's the same kind of example, right?
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
something related to the weather, probably. Or it can be someone's actions, someone else's
Yes,
actions. You
sir.
can
Sir,
imagine it.
sir, I'm thinking. The gates of the dam opened, and the water came up with the high velocity. We can say that,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Sequence of events. Yes, correct, correct. Referring to a past state or condition. Yes, a past state or
Past
condition.
condition. Past condition.
Past state or condition. So past state could be someone's mental state.
Yes, sir.
Maybe
So I
somebody.
was,
Yeah.
sir, I was very tired in the afternoon. You
Okay.
can say that.
Yeah.
Uh, I was very happy when the result came out.
I was very happy when the results came out. Okay, good, good. Any other? How do you negate that sentence? He knew the answer to the question, right? He knew the answer to the question. How do you negate that sentence?
So we can negate it by the passive voice. Uh,
No, not was, not
the
was.
answer is not known by her.
No. So to negate a sentence in past simple tense, you have to, decompose that V2 form into did plus V1, right? So for example, new is that V2 form, right? So new
Yes, sir.
has to be converted to did plus no, did plus no. And then you
So
have to
please give me
insert not.
examples. She knew the answer to the
Ah,
question. So what is the narration of
ah.
that?
So you have to decompose that new into did plus no, did plus V1. Then you have to insert a not. So what does it become?
I'm not getting you for an did plus B1, please. Can you give me example?
So new is equal to did plus no, the first form of the verb.
Did. You are saying did.
Did.
Oh, sir, I'm listening dip DIP. So I'm confusing. So we can say
Okay.
that she did not knew the answer.
Yes, he did not know the answer to the question.
Yes, sir.
That's how you negate it.
Yes, sir.
Right. So do you know how to phrase the question in past simple?
Sorry, sir.
Do you know how to phrase the question in the past simple tense?
Phrase the question.
Phrase the question in the past simple tense.
Sir, by putting the did in the starting of the sentence, like that, did you know the answer?
Sorry, what?
Did you know the answer?
Did you know the answer? Yeah. So the structure there is did plus subject plus V1.
Yes, sir.
Right. That's a closed question. That's a closed question. There are. Do you know what open questions and closed questions are? There are two types
No,
of
sir.
questions, right?
No,
There
sir.
are open questions and there are closed questions.
No, sir. I
So
don't.
closed questions are okay. So closed questions are yes or no questions. Closed questions are
Okay.
yes or no questions. Open questions are questions which seek descriptive
Need.
answers.
Yes, sir.
Right. So a lot of open questions begin with WH words, like what, where, why,
Okay, sir.
how, even how as well. How. So when you phrase an open question in the past simple tense, the form would be question word plus did plus um, subject plus the rest of the sentence. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, subject plus V1.
So
So question.
please give an example. What did
Yeah. So maybe you could say, how did Ram kill Ravana? How did Ram kill Ravana? Right. So
okay, sir.
question word plus did
Ram
plus
killed.
how did Ram kill V1?
Oh, killed.
How did Ram kill Ravana?
Yes, sir.
Maybe you could say,
So, sir,
what
the
did Hanuman?
open
Uh,
question started generally with the did
with a
and this
question word.
type of word. With the and the
Yeah,
sir, yes or no answer is closed or open.
closed. Yes or no questions are closed questions.
So the closed question or starting with the like, did you know the answer? Does you know the answer?
Did plus subject plus V1 plus
Yes,
the
sir.
rest of the sentence.
And the open question is like the question word.
Yes, question word plus
Yes.
did plus subject plus V1 plus the rest of the sentence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, remember those things. Um,
So next topic. Next is the indicating the past time frame.
yes. Indicating past
Yes,
time frame. Can you phrase
yes.
two sentences?
I and they say that about the food tonight. So I'm framing the this thing for you. A few seconds. Sir, we can say that I ran for 10 kilometers.
I ran for 10 kilometers. No, that's a
So it's for the
past.
it's a
No,
it's
it's
for the time frame. I ran for the
time
40
frame.
minutes.
I ran for 40 minutes. Okay. So that's kind of like a recent time period. That's okay. That's fine. I ran for 40 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Maybe give me a longer interval, like days or weeks. That's more like time frame, past time frame, right?
I woke up in the I woke up at the 5 o'clock for a week.
Okay. I woke up at 5 o'clock for a week. Maybe, okay. So you could say I woke up at 5 o'clock during the exam period, right? I woke up at 5 o'clock during the exam period. That makes more sense, right? So it's a
Okay.
past time period, right? Yeah, can you give me more examples? One more example.
I drove my car for 2 days continuously.
Drove my car for 2 days continuously. Yeah. Not much of a time frame, but it's okay. Yeah, it works. You can talk about much more longer term situations, Give me longer term situations, like maybe something pertaining to work or some place where you used to live for a period.
Yes, sir. Then the next is while referring the direct speech.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So she asked, "Did you love me?"
Okay. She asked, "Did you love me?" Yeah. Okay.
She said, "I saw you while cheating."
I saw you. Okay. I caught you cheating.
Okay, sir, I
Yeah.
caught you cheating.